personality. Please. Greetings and welcome to Snarky Wizard. I am CYAN, and today we're gonna talk about media still claims Star Wars was a boys' club. What? Stop! Just stop! Haven't you had enough with Ricky Rossy on the Golden Globes, the poor ticket sales on woke films, the abuse and misuse of beloved modern mythos, and in general with anger and tiredness of people like me, a Hispanic, not straight female that lives in Mexico? Just stop! Stop and don't twist people's words. And more important, don't try to change history. Now everyone is praising Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker, for doing the correct thing and set the thing straight. Are you freaking kidding me? Let me give you the background. All started a couple of days ago when a father asked Mark Hamill for his thought about after his daughter was made fun by a group of boys for wearing Darth Vader sneakers to school. Hamill was kind enough to respond, shooting them and anyone else who claims that Star Wars is just for boys down. But that is not completely true. He didn't say it was for girls either. Let me read you what he said. I think Luke and Han are lucky Leia took over the rescue on the Death Star, or it would have been a very short movie. See? He's not saying the Force is female, neither is male. Really, how old are these woke people really? How old are you? Star Wars, Thundercats, He-Man, She-Ra, Robotech, Silverhawks were one of the few toys I recall that weren't the old-fashioned dolls that were an option in the 80s. Those franchises or brands have female strong action figures, and you know what? I love them for that. Granted, there weren't many options for girls like me that found Barbie's Little Ponies and Rainbow Bright boring. And yes, it was very difficult to buy female characters or those female characters in Mexico at that time. Poor of our sisters. Well, my sister in the other universe, in CYAN's sister in this one. She has to scan and research the whole freaking city of Mexico in the 80s to find these toys. And thanks to her, we were able to play with these female characters. And I also want to thank her, or thanks them, for introducing us to Lego and Playmobil. A kind of neutral toys that thanks to our imaginations, girls don't have to play the damsel in disgrace, you know? Good toys, which is more ironical, is that if you watch some of the old ads for these toys, the ones that I mentioned, the ones with She-Ra, Thundercats, Silverhawks, and Star Wars, guess in what ad you can find a girl and a boy playing together Star Wars. Yes, because with the Thundercats and the Silverhawks, you only see boys, and they were playing also with the female character, but you never saw a girl with them. So, saying that Star Wars has always been a boys' club until this freaking decade is stupid. And before you attack me, I know how it is to be teased for using shoes and playing with not so girly toys. I mean, I was born in the 80s and I used to wear Transformers tennis. I loved them things that were blue and have little wheels. And you could find me around the house running and playing with the sort of omens of the Thundercats as She-Ra stabbed by equal. I didn't care. And guess what? My friends, of female friends, were playing with little ponies. And do you think they didn't make fun of me? Please, get off. Of course they did. And I didn't give a shit. So now, Mark Hamill is not setting things straight. Star Wars has always been for girls and boys. Stop saying the Force is female. And don't you dare to say it's male either. It's neutral, as the toys and the importance and inner strength and arcs of the characters. Without Luke, Leia, and Han, the universe has been lost. I mean, come on. They need the triumvirate. The triumvirate was important. You need the mastering of the force and hope of Luke, Leia resources, political mind and courage, and hand boldness, spunky, and loyalty. Now, you tell me if we take the movies that we have of Star Wars from Disney, and I don't know, took off Finn, Poe, Rose, and even Kylo, that will matter? It won't. Because Rey is a real weapon and key to save the universe. Who cares about the other characters? They're not important. Luke? Who's Luke? Leia? Who's Leia? And come on. Can you see the truth? Can you see how are these people being biased? And don't let me start with the She-Ra toys comparison between the ones from He-Man in the 80s. They were very girlish in comparison with their counterpart of He-Man. In fact, I have both sets, and you can play with both at the same time because the sizes, you put that She-Ra that was like a beautiful Barbie doll with asteroids and He-Man and have different size. They can enter the Grayskull castle. It has too many sparkles. I don't know, didn't feel right. The She-Ra toys was different. So yeah. The old She-Ra toys were a kind of Barbie with a beautiful sword, a crown, and a Pegasus. But guess what? At least they tried. And don't you dare to tell me that the new She-Ra toys are less girlish. So who are the ones that have not evolved? This generation or the old one? This generation are just using sparking dust in the old ones and putting wokeness messages with huge holes. Stop adjudicating diversity and strong female to this decade. Instead, help us and make this diversification more substantial, creating better stories and better characters that can be loved for what they are, no matter their gender, sexuality, race, or other difference. Stop being ridiculous, please. People, just stop. Create good characters. You're gonna love them if they are good and their stories are reliable and they are deep and they have good values and they confront real tribulations. You will not care what they are, if they're humans, if they're animals, if they're gay, if they're straight, if they have a kind of disability. You're gonna love them because they are good, and that's all. Well, that was my snarky rant. I'm really angry because of this. I can't believe this fucking generation. Anyway, smash that like button, subscribe, and why not become Geek Paladins and help me to remind these people about their select memory. Adios. Snarky.